Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a review/thought video for this week. And for this one, I'm going to be taking a look at give my take on the second season of Beavis and Butt-Head on Paramount Plus. And for parents out there, it's worth pointing out Beavis and Butt-Head is rated TV-14 here in the USA, though. So when it was announced that Mike Judge was reviving the Beavis and Butt-Head series, it was definitely one I wanted to watch, though, because I remember, like as I said before, I remember growing up watching these shows and everything like that. And the first season of the revived one was still good. It still maintained some of the humor and everything like that. I still felt like it missed an opportunity to bring some of the old characters back. I mean, they did bring back like Stewart when he was older and all, but I thought it was a missed opportunity to bring those characters back to a certain degree, sort of being shocked to see Beavis and Butt-Head survive being sucked in the black hole for those who saw Beavis and Butt-Head do the universe and everything like that. But it still maintained a lot of good stuff, and there was episodes that were funny here and there. And so now we came into the second season, though, and well, Beavis and Butt-Head are still Beavis and Butt-Head, though. And there are certainly some parts that I do feel that they kind of maybe missed an opportunity here and there, though, but the humor is still there for those who are like fans of the series and all. So I'm going to break this down into what I like and what I didn't like, mixed, not 100% I'm sure about. In terms of what I like, though, obviously the humor is still there and everything like that. It is still Beavis and Butt-Head's humor is still there even after all these years. And there are certainly very funny episodes, though. Some of them are like deer hunting, where Mr. Anderson takes the boys to go hunting for deer, though, including near the end, which is I couldn't stop laughing, including one when basically they go to a psych ward and they are trying to score with a lot of girls, and well, let's just say there's one scene at the end where another one I couldn't stop laughing, to be exact. So the humor is still there, and I still like how they, watch, different shows, do music videos, or even YouTube videos. So hats off to Mike Judge. The humor is still there and everything like that, though. The next thing I do want to talk about is the fact that we finally got, after making their premiere in the Beavis and Butt-Head Do the Universe and seeing them here and there, we finally got an episode where we got the chance to see smart Beavis and Butt-Head. And I thought it was a very clever episode. I think it was season 2, episode 12, in which they basically abduct Mr. Anderson and are trying to, do the anal probing and all that stuff, only to find out it doesn't exactly go as planned as they wanted to. It's a very interesting episode, especially when you see sort of the high council where smart Beavis and Butt-Head are from, and it's basically made up of characters like Mr. Van Drizzle, Daria, Todd, and Buzzcut. I mean, all these characters and all acting like they're the overlords of smart Beavis and Butt-Head, though. I thought it was a very clever episode, and I would love to see more episodes with smart Beavis and Butt-Head, though. I would definitely like to see that happen if they ever do. If they do a season 3, which I hope they do, I would like to see more smart Beavis and Butt-Head. Another episode that I do like, though, is the fact it's called TheWarriors and Vasectomies, though. This is one where they basically try to think that they're having a hard time scoring because of, their sperms and everything like that. And then it gets to this image of them having kids and everything like that. Butthead's one is obviously sort of unrealistic and just his fantasy and everything like that, while Beavis is a bit more wholesome and kind of down to earth to some degree. Still funny nevertheless, but very interesting scene in that episode, though, and I would love to see them do an episode where they actually are parents for once, though. That would be really, really interesting to see them actually become like actual parents, to be exact. I would love to see an episode with Beavis and Butt-Head or like that, particularly adult Beavis and Butt-Head, though. I mean, maybe we'll see something like that on season 3, maybe not, but that is definitely one I would absolutely love to see them actually do that. And last but not least, though, and I gotta give them credit for this one, though, is Mr. Anderson gets somewhat of his own episodes, short ones, but still interesting ones to be exact, though. And they're basically him talking about his war stories and all, and most of them are just funny as hell because one scene shows them basically landing the boat into, I think, a battle during the Vietnam War, but he turns it around because there's rust on the boat and everything like that, to even him being shot by the enemies, but talking about the problem in one of the cars, windshield wipers and everything like that. It's odd and bizarre, but still funny at the same time. I think those are very clever, so hats off to Mike Judge and the animators for doing the Mr. Anderson's war stories and everything like that. I think those were very clever and all. As far as what I didn't like or mixed or not 100% sure about, though, I will say it has to do with the episode 9, season 2, and that is the Stolen Valor, which, excuse me, basically older Beavis and Butt-Head try to get free beer at this vet place where, you know, a whole bunch of vets are hanging out at a bar talking about, you know, their time in the service and everything like that, to the point that they were raising the American flag, but accidentally Beavis and Butt-Head raised the Viet Cong flag by mistake. It's pretty funny, but at the same time, as much as I enjoyed that episode, I think there was a missed opportunity to have, like, you know, Buzzcut in that episode, to be exact. It would have been nice to see him like interact with Beavis and Butt-Head being a bit older, or at least being in the background to a certain degree. Maybe I missed something, to be exact, though, but I think that was very much a missed opportunity on their part to really have, you know, Buzzcut, you know, make an appearance in that episode. And I thought he would be a good fit for that one. So very unfortunate on that part. Then again, it's kind of goes into the criticism I had with the first season, where they missed a chance to bring some of the old characters to a certain degree to interact with and figure out, wondering how Beavis and Butt-Head survived the black hole and how they haven't aged, but they haven't also. Like that, I do think it's sort of a missed opportunity on this part, because I thought that would have been really nice to see Buzzcut in that episode, though. And last but not least, I do have to say I'm not sure about some of the new casts, or, you know, the ones that replace, you know, some of the casts that were in the old Beavis and Butt-Head, but, you know, like ranging from working at Burger World to the new principal there to the new coach and everything like that. I mean, I don't think they're terrible or anything like that. It's just that they just don't have the same the way the ones from the original, you know, Beavis and Butt-Head did it all. Especially like for example, Cody, in a way, supposedly is going to be like somewhat like, in a way, kind of replaces like Stewart to a certain extent. And while he's all right, he just doesn't have the same the way Stewart did, to be exact. Maybe season 3 we'll see something better with some of these new cast of characters and all. But for now, it just doesn't seem to have the same kind of impact the way some of the older characters did in the older Beavis and Butt-Head, outside of Mr. Van Drizzle, if I'm saying his name correctly, though, who is still working at Highland High School and everything like that. Overall, I would say I enjoy the second season of Beavis and Butt-Head just like I enjoyed the first season, though. At its best, though, the humor is still there. There are certainly some breakout moments in the second season, though, like I pointed out, in terms of smart Beavis and Butt-Head finally getting their own episode, though, the ones where they actually imagine themselves actually being parents and everything like that. So there are certainly some very much standout episodes and all, and some of the like I said, the humor is still there. Plus, I definitely liked how they added Mr. Anderson's war story, which is just odd and bizarre, though. But at the same time, at its worst, though, I do think there was a missed opportunity to not have Buzzcut in the Valor/Breathing Frenzy episode, though. I think that would have been really neat to see, you know, Buzzcut interact with older Beavis and Butt-Head in a way. And I also am a little mixed on some of the new casts that replaced some of the older casts that used to be in the old Beavis and Butt-Head and all. I'm not saying they're bad or anything like that. It's just they haven't really clicked with me as much as some of the old ones did. Maybe if we have a season 3, I'll see something a little bit different. But for now, they just didn't really click with me that much. But in either case, though, I enjoyed the second season, though, just as much as I enjoyed the first season of the new Beavis and Butt-Head episodes. And if you enjoyed the first one or have been a fan of the series, though, you'll probably enjoy the second one nevertheless. So I'm hoping to see what season 3 is going to be like, if it does happen, though. I think the humor is still there. It's still funny even after all these years. And I got to give credit to Mike Judge being able to pull it off even after all these years and all. So hoping for a season 3. I believe it will happen, but I'm hoping for a 3rd season. I'm very curious to see what direction they decide to go with season 3 and all. Okay, this concludes my review / thoughts on the 2nd season of the Beavis and Butt-Head show on Paramount Plus. And again, these are my opinion. What are yours? What are your thoughts about the 2nd season of Beavis and Butt-Head on Paramount Plus? Did you enjoy the 2nd season anyway? Did you hate the 2nd season, though? Were there episodes that stand out for you the most? Are you glad that smart Beavis and Butt-Head had finally got their own episode? Do you wish they would do more episodes of those 2 characters? Do you like the idea of an episode of maybe Beavis and Butt-Head being, actually parents for once? What about Mr. Anderson's war stories? Did you like that part when they showed off, when they did that in the 2nd season of Beavis and Butt-Head? Did you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you do like this video, I hope you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of any new videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to. And feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do it through PayPal Me, Patreon, or Streamlabs. Links will be in the description of this video, assuming you're watching this on YouTube. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good day then. Bye.